What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite show on YouTube, Smarty Reacts. I am back, and first of all, I want to apologize because there was no episode of Smarty Reacts throughout the month of February, and that's because I was overwhelmed. There was a lot going on, from work to business to hanging out to meeting Stanley and chilling with him. It was too overwhelming and very toxic at times for me, very, very toxic. And once it's toxic like that, it's not easy to film. But thank you guys so much, because the first episode had 1,000 organic views in under 3 weeks. Woo! Thank you guys so much for the love, for the support, for welcoming me back on YouTube and accepting this beautiful show called Smarty Reacts here on the Yard YouTube channel. Talking about the Yard, it is my home, and if you're not part of our family, please join the family right now by clicking on the subscribe button below and turning on notifications by clicking on that little notification bell below so that you get notified each time we put out new content on this channel. My sister show, Coffee with Zillie's podcast, is also available here on the Yard, so make sure you check that out. Here on Smarty Reacts, we dive into everything that's making entertainment headlines, predominantly in Cameroon, but once in a while we touch on a little bit of foreign content. So with that being said, please do not go anywhere. We have more amazing content for you coming up.
I came fresher than ice. Toi-même tu know more life, mon frère.
Guys, I'm starting this episode on a very interesting note, because our LGBTQ activist, is she an activist? Our LGBTQ Shakiro Palelolette, Mama Nangai, has finally made her way to Belgium after fleeing Cameroon and seeking refuge in Nigeria. She's finally transitioned to Belgium, and if you know me, you know that I am happy for her. The treatment that Shakiro received in Cameroon was really unfair, and I've been speaking about this for months. I just hope and pray that being in Belgium, there will be less noise and less drama. But me papa go give money, because what type of wig is this? Now, we did tired wig and this makeup we want to represent we be mommy. Be mommy. Even for Belgium. Chuzih held the month of February like this, put inside his armpits and ran with it. The entire month of February was Chuzih's month. It all started when he said that he quit rap because he saw no competition, which was a statement that carried a lot of weight, but it was very intentional because he was throwing that out as bait. And Cameroonians, not understanding how this system works, fell for it, So they were dragging him left and right, up and down. There were diss tracks against him. Bloggers were eating him up. Haters were eating him up, and he was just laughing parce que tonton Chuzih ne blague jamais. Il ne fait rien par hasard, mes chers amis. So with all of that buzz, he teased and finally released the song Deux Yeux Spaghetti. And it has been amazing. The Cameroonian public has eaten the song up. We all know that Chuzih is a serial hitmaker, and Deux Yeux Spaghetti just proved that once more. And then he also became the Valentine's, or one of the Valentine's brand ambassadors. This song, this month of February, was Chuzih's month completely. The music video has passed 1 million views on YouTube. And talking about the music video, Chuzih no go kill me. When I said Chuzih no go kill me, I was not playing, because Chuzih will give me postpartum depression. I never born, but I will be depressed. Because why? What is the reason? I made a post about it on Facebook, and a lot of people understood me, but a lot of people thought that I was just hating. Chuzih has missed an amazing opportunity to carve his name in stone as one of the best video directors in this country, because 3 of the biggest songs of the year have been directed by Chuzih, and it's just February. It's just in 2 months. Qui Croira Verra by Chris M, Wolowos by Mimi, and Deux Yeux Spaghetti by Chuzih, all of which are very mediocre videos. Chuzih doesn't know how to put the right finishing touches in his videos. The color grading and the image quality leave nothing to desire, honestly, and we cannot continually support this type of behavior. Mediocrity will take us nowhere. 1 second you're saying you're better than Nigerian artists, a big pass them and big pass the one, but then you put out videos like that you cannot compare in any international market with. No, we don't agree say the engine oil color grading and adrenaline thing. We don't agree say when we see engine oil, we don't know say the adrenaline, because when you put transition, cut and so, slap engine oil, so bam, you put aside say music video. People are watching and clapping. Well, I agree that it's adrenaline's brand and his image. Why is Chuzih doing it too? Chuzih needs to improve. He needs to grow. He's been too comfortable. What people do not know is Chuzih has been directing music videos for more than 10 years. It's not a joke. You cannot be putting out this kind of content 10 years later. Massa. I could not watch the Dozy Spaghetti video from start to finish because it's annoying. A song with that caliber and so much weight cannot have a mediocre video like that. And this is the second Chuzih video that I've intentionally not watched. The first one was Asaba's Mon Bébé. I could not watch that video. My ID hurts me. It was toxic. It was so toxic. It stressed me. It gave me hypertension. I could not do that to myself because I love that song so much. So Chuzih needs to sit up. You know, and for your Cameroonian artist, I understand that Ken Stevens is busy, he shoots a film. Mr. Check 2 don't want staff to shoot a film. Ada Kenji is married. Not saying that Chuzih is not married or the other directors are not married, but Ada Kenji is married. Maybe no stress my uncle Ada. By the way, shout out to Ada Kenji. You know, these names that I've called are the names that used to share the work and handle the music videos in the industry. But what you artists do not know is go out there, do research. There are amazing video directors like Teles. Teles is dope. Esimo Corporate, dope as hell. You know, there are many other young, amazing, creative minds that you people can work with. You know, experiment with these people. Not the follow name, because name will put you inside Susongo, like what we're seeing now. Also in the month of February, Blanche Bailey finally put out her album entitled Authentic on the 6th of February 2023, and I must say that a lot of people have been waiting for Blanche Bailey's album. Finally, she enters my list of A-list artists, and her album was good. Blanche Bailey's album was actually really good. But what I'm going to say is, sonically, it sounded very dated. Like, there were one or two songs that were current in terms of production value, lyrical content, and delivery. But most of the songs had like a 2020 vibe. You know, and another downfall or another weakness of the album is the fact that she had put out all the powerful songs of the album as singles. Mine featuring Joe Boy, Dudu featuring Faniko. She recently put out the song with Phil Bill Banga, and she has put out those songs as singles. So when you listen out to the album, the only one or two songs that stand out are songs like the one she did with Benson aka Buju, and the other one that she did Kanchi Nepala. Those are one or two songs that stood out for me in the album. But congratulations to Blanche, c'est pas facile en fait. Another musical project that was released in February was Loic Sulfor's District 21, an amazing EP. My favorite song on it is the song he did with Awu Severally, and the other song that I like is the one where he's saying my insecurity is taking over me. I think the title is Insecurity, I'm not quite sure, but I loved his EP. Production credits go to Godema the Big Doctor and J Pats on the beat. I am so proud of Loic Sulfor, very young, very talented. His pen game is amazing. His vocal range, his delivery, his flow, he has this aesthetic that is really beautiful. My problem with him was the fact that he was not branded well. Like, now way to monkey code up and down for Papa, like whoever was in charge of branding and putting that boy out. Well, I hope people are going to do better as he's climbing this ladder of fame, because he's an amazing artist. We need to push him and push him and push him. Mr. Leo of Lion Productions signs Askia. Everybody not clapping, yay! Excited. Wow. But why? I'm happy for her, but what was the reason? You know, Askia is the artist in this industry that in 10 years, because I know Askia in 2013. That's one thing that a lot of people also do not know. The first time I saw Askia was in 2013, and Askia had already been a name for Korea. You know, this is 2023, 10 years later. Askia has been in about 7 different record labels, including CNA Brothers, Mutumbu Records, Sabu Productions, that she left and went and joined her husband's, ex-husband's, I'm not sure they're officially divorced, but they're no longer together, they're separated. Her ex-husband's record label, Beard Gang Music. And I'm not even going to call Alpha Beta Records, and she has Alpha Beta Records, which by the way, she was there the same time with Mr. Leo, both of them as artists. She left. Mr. Leo also left, created his own record label. Now she's under Mr. Leo in Lion Productions. You know, another kind is giving, just sorry, more work together. It's giving where be mommy. I know say the run from my bag. My just give you the one say me you think I'm cool hard. You know be mommy because there's nothing Mr. Leo is going to add to Askia's career to elevate it to that next level. There's a lot of musical knowledge that Mr. Leo has. There's a lot of connections that he has with big organizations like the European Union. He's also a voting member in the Recording Academy, which is responsible for the Grammys and all of that stuff, you know. But does he have the power yet to lift Askia's career or to give her career a facelift? I do not think so. Also, there's nothing Askia brings to Lion Productions. Absolutely nothing. You know, and this is not being shady or negative. It's just me saying that, you know, because Askia has been there for 10 years. We have seen everything that Askia can do. She just needs now to go to the next level. So neither of them are adding anything major to each other. Now that kind of mojo can together, just see how good they do ya be mommy. May go help with mojo the power because we never know place we could take it. But talking about Askia, she was featured on Jovi's new EP, Walk the Talk, and her verse was dope as fuck. Askia killed her verse and the hook of that song, you know, and the EP in itself extremely beautiful. We had contributions from Askia, Ishaku, Tata, and Renee's. I missed Renee's voice, you know, and I don't know why every time I listen to a Jovi body of work, it feels like I'm listening to Jovi for the first time. That man is talented. He is good. Congratulations to Jovi. The EP is available for free. It's so good that you're gonna feel guilty for listening to that EP for free. It's available on the platform jengu.com. So go check it out, stream it. It's also available on YouTube for lazy youths like some of you who don't want to go to jengu.com. Just go to YouTube and check out Jovi Walk the Talk. The EP is amazing. Listen to it. Stream all the songs, and especially the one with Askia, which I think is one of the best songs on the EP. And with that being said, congratulations to Jovi for his release. Congratulations to Askia and Mr. Leo for their partnership, I guess. The very talented Cameroonian comedian Tik Denk got up him one day. No one, absolutely no one. He did his video where he was saying that he really does not understand why Cameroonian artists, their songs are always le car keeper, le car keeper, le car keeper, le car keeper. And he's like, where? If it's not the car that is partying, it is deux œufs spaghetti, deux œufs spaghetti mayonnaise. So he's like, but what's up? What's the problem? Like, he does not understand. And he gave accolades to artists like Chris M, whose songs have messages. But he was like, he feels like Cameroonian artists, their songs are limited to a Cameroonian audience, and it's about time they changed their style of music, their text, so that their songs can be exported out of Cameroon, because there's deux spaghetti and le car keeper will work only in Cameroon. Well, according to Tik Denk. You don't post a video, nobody don't show it quiet. A very heavily pregnant Manibela took to a Facebook page. That's why he dragged Tik Denk, so he dragged that boy, dragged him from head to toe. Say, you know, they understand. When did baby stand mankind them respect like this? You know, it was crazy when Bella dragged me that Peking. Oh, yeah, where? The remix of the song People by our very own well-cherished LiBianca has been announced, and it features two very strategic Nigerian artists, Ira Star and Omale. The Ira Star name there is very surprising for me, but it's so dope. Ira Star is an amazing artist. She's my new Tiwa Savage in Nigeria. And I'm not trying to compare them, but I'm saying that the way I loved Tiwa, because of her energy and the way she carried the Nigerian industry from how she came to now that she's gone international, is the same way that Ira Star is coming with that kind of energy and drive. Omale, very interesting choice. I am not very versed with Omale's work, but I do understand that he caters to a very young audience, a very problematic and very toxic Gen Z audience, you know, because his songs carry a lot of messages concerning sadness, anxiety, depression, alcohol, and all of those things. So it's very strategic for her to collaborate with both Ira Star and Omale. The Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, which takes place every year, every February. This last edition took place as usual, and winners or majority of the winners emerged from the northwest region of Cameroon. And people were celebrating, and for some people, majority of people was like, well, okay, wow, congratulations. These people worked hard, they deserve their win, and yeah. And then for some people, it was like, it was room for them to start talking nonsense on the internet. One of them being the very talented and amazing musician and artist Mola Mongombe. He's the pride of the southwest region of Cameroon, because trust me, that man is amazing. He's an amazing musician, singer, songwriter, and performer. I was chance to watch him perform at the Douala Music Festival last year, 2022, here in Douala, and I was amazed. He brought Shura on stage, played. He's an instrumentalist too, so he's a well all-rounded musician. So he takes to his profile and he's like, we thank the ancestors of the Bamenda race of hope in Boya, meaning that Bamenda people have been winning the race for a long time. There's an interpretation to the post which goes towards the direction where he's throwing shade at Southwesterners for not winning, even though the mountain is based in the Southwest region. But the other side to the post, which is what I saw, was him trying to drag Bamenda people for winning a race due to their hard work. You know, and most people also saw it like that. So it caused a lot of controversy. And once more, there was the Southwest versus Northwest debate happening on Facebook under that post. Bamenda people them and catching feelings now 5 and 6. But we go, she don't we prepare for a race, win one race, one name define it inside your conversation. What's the problem? So he takes to his Facebook, goes live, and he's saying that he's an intellect. Nobody can teach him how to think. Nobody can tell him how to think. Nobody can tell him to take down the post, and he's not taking down his post, you know, because he has no problem with Bamenda people, but he's just surprised that in Bakweri people their land. Bamenda people they can't win this for Bakweri people their land. Are you stupid or pretending to be? Because what does that even mean? Make it make sense. When children leave Kejumkeku and come to Mancon, in PSS Mancon, and take first in class, and Mancon people saying that way, they can't take first for one land. It is not a my land kind of competition. If you're so pissed, go and organize the Bakweri race of small people. Win and share the prize amongst you people. Because as long as it is the Mount Cameroon race of hope, it involves all Cameroonians. Don't be shallow-minded to call people from the Northwest region foreigners based on a Mount Cameroon race. We're all Cameroonians. We're all entitled to the mountain. It's not Bakweri people, their birthright to win the mountain race. So when you put it like that and you go further to explain it like that, you're very shallow. For somebody who calls himself an intellectual, that is very shallow behavior. You know, but it get a CB. There were a lot of other people who have very tribalistic motives, and they have aired them once, twice, 3 times on Facebook, and I've seen. Some of them have called them out for it. Other people have just let it pass. You know, but most Southwest people, especially in the entertainment industry, are very pressed about the Northwest people. And I'm saying so and have my receipts. It's not the first, it's not the second, it's not the third time. First is when they did Proud of Who We Are remix, and there was no Southwesterner on the remix. And we're like, nah, graphic people in their song, what's your problem? So they were mocking Witty Minstrel for doing a We Proud of Who We Are song about Bamenda or Graffiti people, but shooting the video in the Southwest region, but not putting the Southwesterner on the remix. The other time is when this girl, who is now a journalist at Dash Media, Darling Libianca, came and made very tribalistic remarks on Facebook. You know, and Dash Media said nothing, did nothing. You know, this is it happening again. And when they do it, they come and say that no, Nebangu this, through this, and here this. These are my friends, these are my brothers. I love Bamenda people. Shut the fuck up. It's like saying I'm not homophobic, my boyfriend is gay. I'm not racist. I'm not racist at all. My son's classmate is black. Okay? So we should stop inciting things like this, especially when you have a platform like that where you know the weight of your platform. It is for me, it's very simple to go on that live video and be like, hey, my people, calm down. I'm going to take down this post because I know and understand that it upsets you people, but this is not what I meant. This is what I meant. You know, keep it at that, keep it classy, keep it cute, and move on. This can't prove say I be intellectual and know a bad pass. It's really shallow. It's really shallow. So that is what I have to say concerning that topic. However, you cannot take away the fact that he's an amazing artist. That's what I love. I always give credits where it's due. Mola Mungombe is an amazing artist, and I think after that he put out a Rumba song, and it's available on YouTube. You should check it out. With that being said, let's move on to much more important things. The trailer of the movie Ngannou is finally available for streaming on YouTube. If you remember, Ngannou is the second feature film by Can Quintus after the very successful The Fisherman's Diary, and I'm so proud of Can Quintus for the work that he has been putting in so far, and I wish him success with the movie Ngannou. So my favorite Cameroonian urban male artist, Loco, just signed a major double deal with Sony Music Africa and Columbia Records France. This is a huge step, and Loco has always been a pace setter. He was one of the first Cameroonians to sign to Universal Music Africa. It was a huge deal for him, and now he has been able to do this. My worry is once he signs these very major deals, for some strange reason they end up diluting his sound and taking further away from his principal sound and fan base. I just hope that this deal is not going to do that. It's going to elevate him instead, and I'm so happy for him, so proud of him. And he has released a new song on March 3rd, and it's available on YouTube. Amazing song, amazing video. Do well to check it out, and keep on supporting Loco because he's one of the most hardworking Cameroonian artists in the urban music scene. Loco does not sleep. I'm so proud of him. Last on my foreign news desk is the beautiful country of Nigeria, where they just concluded their presidential election, and the results were announced, and they also have an ancestor as a president. Sabi yo, whoa, Sabi yo. Welcome to the club, babies. Welcome to the club, Nigeria. You people used to mock us that we are having ancestor as presidents. Karma? Did I hear somebody say karma? But I feel bad. I feel so bad because I feel so bad. Honestly, I feel bad, but at the same time, I need to throw shade at them because their comedian Sabinus came and was using Cameroon as an example. See Cameroon president, yo, we cannot leave it, we cannot allow it, we shall rise and never fall again. Boom. Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. APDP, APC, a town hall different from Bala Blue. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Anyway, my Nigerian brothers and sisters, hold your heart. I have a lot of friends in Nigeria. I love Nigerian people. If I ever have to marry, I'm going to get married to a Nigerian. I understand how difficult it could be. Just hold your hearts, guys. Just hold your hearts. And that ends this episode. That's all I had for you on this episode of Smarty Reacts. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like, you leave a comment below, leaving your thoughts as always. Positive, negative, let me know. Your criticism is highly welcomed. Please also make sure you share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Baby Boy is still the best YouTuber on YouTube. Big purr. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button below and turning on post notifications so you get notified each time new content is uploaded to our channel. Until next time, God bless you. Goodbye.